Flames of War 4th edition brings you the battles of World War II in epic 15mm scale. Go to beastsofwar.com to get the latest in news, tactics and tutorials. Humanity has been driven from Earth, but now it's time to take it back. Join the Reconquest and fight the Scourge on the Drop Zone Commander Hub at beastsofwar.com.
Hello, so in this one we're going to be playing Michael Strogoff, based on the book by Jules Verne that I bet you've never heard of, because I know I haven't heard of it. This is the box. We're playing the Spanish version, but it's in English text. Right, this is a game and a half now. This is we're getting into proper big style Euro game territory now. So
well, we have meeples.
So what we're going to do is we're going to play through it, and you can learn as we play. Rather than doing a big, long explanation of how it plays, we'll explain as we go. Okay?
Let me tell you that this game will be available later in the year. Not this next weekend at the UK Game Expo, but later in the year.
Yeah, because we've got early access to this, haven't we?
You are.
Sweet.
Okay, so just to give you a basic idea of the components, so you know what's got. So each of us have our own character card, where we have our health tracker on this. Do we have a closer camera we can bring this up onto?
Yes, if you bring it to here.
Okay, so in there you can see the health tracker. For each of us, we're all starting on the 6. So we're just starting there. Okay, we also have a summary card. We'll bring the summary card up on screen if we can, so as you can track. This gives you the idea of the phases of the game and how you work through it. It's very, very simple, as you are about to see. On the board itself, we have the tracker for ourselves. So these are our meeples, and we're going to be moving from location to location from Moscow, where the journey starts, to Irkutsk, which is over here. And as we move from location to location, you'll see we're going to activate kind of like trouble cards, threat cards, things that happen to us on the journey that we have to deal with and sort out as we go. We also have a bad guy who's out to kill us he's trying to get to, what's the name again? Irkutsk. He's trying to get to Irkutsk before us, and then he'll rally this army, because this army is also kind of making its way around, but then when he gets there, it starts to try and make its way towards us. This is his track here, and he makes his way that way. So he starts on the number 4, because there are 4 players. Right, that's it in a nutshell. Okay, David, would you like to go first, and we can start to take people through the turns.
Okay, I think that he should go first.
Right, then let Lloyd go first. That's fine. Yeah.
So all you guys, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so first thing I'm going to do.
So first, we need to deal 5 of these action cards.
Yes, so we start with 5. These are kind of like, what are these cards
These
called?
are the action cards that we will be using to solve the different troubles that we find along the way. Also, during the bad guys phase, we will see what he's up to using these cards later on. And also, they will be used to activate the powers of the different characters that will show up to help us along our journey.
Okay.
So each one of us has 5 cards, and we have a hand limit of 7 cards.
Okay, so the most we can carry at any one point or draw in is 7 cards. Okay. So according to the summary card, okay, each player can first activate a character. So if you looked here, if we had characters, they would be in this spot. We don't have any, so we can't activate them at this point.
Eventually we will from this deck.
After the activation of a character, you can then make one action. You can either do an advance, which costs you a life point and allows you to move forward, and then at which point you pick up kind of like a trouble card, okay? Yeah. Or you could take a rest, which allows you to do 2 things. You can either pick up 2 cards, or do it twice, pick it up 4 cards. You could heal a health, or heal 2 health, or heal 1 health and pick up 2 cards. Or you can, what's the last option?
Unturn any
unturn any trouble card. You'll find out a bit more about that in as this goes on. And then finally, if you don't advance or if you don't take a rest, you can solve troubles. But we'll show you that shortly. Yep. So I think, Lloyd, advancing is probably your...
I'm going to spend a health to be able to take my meeple and move one forward. And because of that, I then pick up a card and play this face up, don't I?
Yes, you do.
So if we put the card here just to explain what's going on.
Oh, actually, I'll show you the guys at home the card. So that's what I've pulled out.
So this is a trouble card, okay? The trouble is denoted by this icon. There's different icons for different kinds of trouble that you face. So in this one, basically what it's saying, he's been attacked by wolves. So what will happen is Lloyd will then set this beside, just right here, beside his threat or his life tracker, and then as troubles build up, stuff starts to happen.
It's going to get interesting.
It is going to get interesting.
So that's me. I paid health to move, and I drew a trouble card.
That's it for you.
Okay.
It's up to Warren.
I'm going to do something slightly different. Okay. I'm going to... I can't activate a character because there are none, but I'm going to take a rest. Okay. And I'm going to, as a result of taking a rest, move my life up 1 point. So I'm now up from 6 to 7, and I'm going to draw 2 additional cards from the action deck, and then that takes me from 5 to 7 cards.
I think I will actually do the exact same as you, Warren, if you're done. So I will gain my 1 point of health, taking me to 7, and 2 additional action cards, which should help later on during the journey.
And I will be a little bit more adventurous, and I will advance 1 spot in the track. And if you could reveal one of those cards for me.
Ta-da!
Yeah, more wolves. Okay, we're in wolf territory. So just leave them here. And now it's the bad guy's turn. So we will flip one of these cards and look at the bottom side of the card. Okay? So that's what we will be paying attention for.
These icons here are for the bad guy. So the first one tells us that he moves 1 square. So if we move to here, he moves forward 1.
Yeah, that's Ivan Ogarev. He's getting closer to Irkutsk.
The second one is an action dice.
Yeah, which we don't need to roll right now because we still don't have any relevant powers, but we will see that down the line.
And then the third one is where the army moves to. So the army can randomly move around according to the cards. And if in this instance it's going to just stay where it is, but it does gain +1 because underneath there's a +1. If it had moved to 8, it gets 0. If it moves to 7, it gets -1. So we rise from a 3 to a 4 on the army dice.
These are the Tartars, and they are the army that Ogarev is using. So if he manages to get to Irkutsk before we do, he will then start sending his troops into Moscow. If they manage to get there before we get rid of Ivan Ogarev, he will win the game.
Okay. It's worth saying that this game is sort of cooperative and also a good bit competitive because we want to cooperatively make sure that we win the game, but at the same time, you want to be the one who wins the game.
Someone has to stop the guy, but who's that going to be?
There can be only one.
Okay. Right, that's the bad guy is done. So Lloyd, it's back over to you.
I'm going to keep pressing on because I like to press on. So I'm going to spend a health and move forward and pick up yet another card. Ooh, look what I've picked up this time.
Okay.
No bad effects
this time
yet.
the icon is of a kind of like a Russian helmet.
These are a Tartar patrol.
Yeah. So it's a Tartar patrol that he's stumbled into. The important thing to notice at this stage is that neither of the symbols that Lloyd has drawn on the 2 kind of trouble cards are the same. Okay. Interesting things start to happen if once he starts drawing another card with one of the symbols that he already has. Right. So over to me. I think it is time to start moving forward. So I'm going to move my green meeple forward 1. I'm going to draw my first trouble card, which is an injured hand. I've got an injury. So I add him just to the side of my life tracker.
You still have to pay for your...
Oh yes, and I go down from 7 points down to 6 life.
I will do the exact same. So if someone can move my meeple off that first square,
Yeah.
I will get my first trouble card. Oh, I've got a broken wagon, unfortunately, here.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing bad yet, but I'm going to have to deal with that.
Put it right here.
Sorry.
And you still have to pay for your...
Yep.
For your troubles.
There we go.
And for me, I will just take a little break and I will heal 1 point and get 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the bad guy's turn again. So we will reveal a card from here and...
Okay, so the first icon says he moves forward 1. So we're going to move him forward 1 to there.
Yeah.
The second icon is an eye though, so this is quite interesting.
Then with that icon, Ivan Ogarev activates his spy ally, Sangara. She's a gypsy woman that will pester the player who's more advanced at this moment. So this time it goes for Lloyd.
Okay.
But there's nothing bad that this card can do to you. Just it's in the way.
Yeah, it's another trouble though.
Yeah, she bugs you. Then there's another trouble right there for you. And now the Tartars.
Finally, the Tartars move to spot 11. So they're going to move from here
And
to
get a -1.
there, and they get a -1, which is going to take them down to a 3. And that gets discarded. Back to
over to you.
Lloyd.
Okay, let's
You've
see.
got company now.
Yeah, Lloyd, keep her in line.
Yeah, to put her
In the
away.
line.
Yeah.
She actually affects things.
She
on here.
actually is in that
she
run of
does.
troubles.
I'm going to press on. I'm going to spend 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on. I'm going to pick up some more trouble.
You're being bold.
Risque. What did I get?
You got an injury to the hand. So far, all of your troubles are different. So they're not affecting you just yet. But the moment that he draws a trouble that is the same as one of the troubles that he already has, then the effects of all the troubles in that chain come into play.
Uh-oh. All of the troubles?
All of the
You have to beat
troubles.
them all.
Right. I am going to move forward. I'm going to move my meeple forward 1 bit there. I'm going to take another trouble. Oh,
What'd you get?
I have
Show us what you got.
I have a broken wagon. So I'm going to put the wagon down there.
And you have to pay for that as well.
And I have to pay down to 5.
So I will do the exact same. So I will pay my point, move forward, and if someone passes me a card, see what I got.
You got a map. So you've got navigation problems. You've got
You
lost.
the way.
Yeah, I've unfortunately lost in the wilderness.
You numpty.
Says the man with 4 troubles on.
And you have to pay to...
Yeah,
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, you've already done it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will move as well. So I pay my energy point, move forward, and got an extra trouble. Yeah, another patrol. And now it's the bad guy's turn.
Yeah. So what's he
this
getting to do
case-
this time?
Okay, this is good for Lloyd.
So he's going to move forward.
The
Okay.
bad guy moves
So he
1,
moves forward 1. So it takes him into there.
and he calls back Sangara.
Yeah.
She goes away.
Okay.
that lady
so
away.
Sangara goes away.
Um,
And then finally, the troops move to 8. It's a 0 on the 8, so nothing happens. They just stay as 3.
Yep. And back to Lloyd again.
My troubles is down to 3.
Do you maybe want to take care of those troubles?
I don't know. I've only got 3 troubles at the minute. I'm going to push on. And see what happens.
Right. Now, wait.
You're into the
No,
Urals.
wait. He's into the Ural Mountains. Okay. Now, you'll notice that the color of the spot has changed, and now the corresponding deck has changed. So we're in the mountainous region. The troubles are going to get harder as you make your way through.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Bear attack.
Oh my goodness.
So you've been attacked by a bear. Now, the interesting thing about this is that we have the attack symbol, but you notice that we have 2 troubles on this. Okay, so this counts as 2, and you can solve 1 immediately. So any that are on the black, you can solve immediately. The rest you have to solve during your activation phase. So it goes in
To the line, yeah.
to the line there.
Okay.
And if you have the cloud or the storm,
Or 2 duplicate cards.
or
Yep.
2 duplicate cards.
I'm going to play 2 duplicate cards because I have 2 cards that both have the same symbol.
Okay, so he doesn't have a storm symbol, so he uses to a pair of any other kind. And then that allows us to place, if I put this in there, that allows us to place a little marker, which basically shows that that trouble has been solved.
Well, part of it, because do I have to solve it twice?
Yes, but you can't solve the other bit yet. You have to wait till your own activation for that.
And also that's going to stop your troubles from running away with you now that you had 2 of the same symbol on there.
Damn you, bear. Damn you for slowing me down.
Right, my turn.
Seems like a bad plan.
I'm going to push forward. I'm going to follow Lloyd and push forward here. So I'm going to move into this territory here and see what trouble. Oh.
Aha.
Oh.
So this is the unfortunate moment.
Right. So I have 2 wagon wheels. So what happens is now all my troubles activate.
Yeah.
So on a trouble card, this is the icon of the trouble, but this is what it actually does to you once it activates.
Yeah, it's in the little diamond.
So as you can see, these are the 3 trouble cards that I'm dealing with at the moment. So the first trouble card that I got is going to cost me a life point, and then the other 2 trouble cards are going to flip over. So I'm going to lose a life point for this one.
It's going to get interesting when these flip over.
And then these guys here both flip over, and it costs me an activation to flip them back over. I cannot move forward while I have troubles that are flipped over.
Yeah.
I have to deal with them now. I really didn't need that.
Done?
Yes.
Right.
No, wait. I was on 5.
Yeah.
I paid 1 to move forward, and then I had to pay another.
So you're now on 3?
So I'm now on 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, unlike you guys, I'm actually going to take a bit of time. I'm going to rest. And for the rest, I'm actually going to deal with my troubles.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to take care of my problems as they're coming up. I'll be a little
Which is
slower.
probably the way you should do it, really.
I'll be a little slower, but it'll be worth it. So, to actually deal with the troubles, I actually have to pay the corresponding tab at the top, yeah?
Yes.
So, on here, I've got a map and a wagon wheel. So thankfully, I have a compass and some tools, which actually match the symbols, to take care of both these troubles.
Well, ain't you just lucky?
Isn't he?
No, it's why I took that moment to rest, prepare for the journey, like any sensible, yes, like any sensible traveller does. So Dave, I'll give you those.
Right.
Now I believe I get to keep one of these because at the very bottom there are some bonus abilities. So Dave, can you tell us what the 2 bonus abilities we're seeing here are?
Yeah. The first one, this one over here, is when the adventure die gets rolled during the bad guy's turn. If a 3 or a 4 comes out, you get to draw 1 card for you. And the other card, as soon as you pick this one, you draw 1 card immediately, and then you keep this ability under your hero sheet. As soon as you want to use that ability, you just discard it over, and you can unturn 2 cards that got turned on the
I think I'm actually going to go for the constant ability on that. 3 or a 4, getting an extra card sounds useful.
And then you put it under your hero sheet?
Yeah.
So just show where you slide that. Yeah, so it slides under there like that. And then this one goes into a discard pile.
Yeah.
Here.
So I'm quite happy with that.
Okay.
I can now continue along my journey safely.
So I will do the same thing. I will take care of my troubles before moving forward. So I make the solve troubles action. I will discard this one in order to cover the first one that I have. And I will discard these 2 cards here to take care of the claws and get rid of these 2 troubles on the line. And as Justin just did, I can keep one of them for the ability.
So your 2 options are?
Yeah, when the action die gets rolled, if I get a 1 with this one, I can heal back one point. Or if a 3 gets rolled, I can cover one of my existing troubles.
Ooh.
Both of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the 3.
With the troubles?
Yes.
Yes, I think so too, because there's maybe less opportunities for dealing with troubles than there is opportunities for gaining life. So it's also worth noting at this point, David, that you have to deal with your troubles from the left or from the right.
From the right.
To the left.
To the left.
So, and you have to deal with them in order. So you can't deal with the middle one until you've dealt with this one first.
Exactly. You have to take care of the most immediate danger before taking care of the other ones.
Okay.
Which means if you have a symbol that, like I have a card here, which matches one of these, but I can't do it because I have to solve this first.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So with my turn done, now it's the bad guy's turn again.
Okay.
So,
What's he getting to do?
there you go.
Right. Finally. Okay, so in this one, first things first is the bad guy moves forward just one square, so he moves to there. Secondly, we get to play a character, and the character we draw from the top of the character deck, and he moves into the D spot. So we have A, B, C, D. So we put them in there. You pass that over.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Okay. So the character that's going to be in the D spot is Alcide Joviet. This is him here, and his power is whenever you activate him, you can draw 2 cards. So we'll just put that in there like that. Okay, so put him back into the D spot, and then that goes into the discard pile.
Oh, where did the Tartars go?
Oh, sorry, the Tartars have to move
To number 10.
to number 10. So
Which is
that
a 0 spot.
which is here, which is a 0 spot. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Lloyd.
Me. I'm guessing I can't move on because of so much trouble now.
No, you
No,
can.
you can.
You
Oh, I
can.
can still keep moving.
Yeah.
You're
I wouldn't
risking
risk
it,
it.
you're pushing it, but...
You're about to move into where the actual troubles get even worse.
Yeah,
The troubles get harder and
rest a minute.
harder. Yeah.
Because you're low on health, you're low on supplies.
I'm going to push on.
Oh, you.
Oh, you are silly.
Let's see what happens.
reckless.
Okay.
I am being reckless.
You are.
You think I'm being reckless?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
are.
Let's see what I
So,
got.
What do you get?
No, I got away with it.
Okay, so he got a wagon wheel
And a map.
and a map. So he did get away with it.
And
So
you can
add that
solve
to
the,
it.
the wagon.
The wagon wheel you can solve immediately,
If you have a wagon wheel
Oh,
in your hand.
no, but I have 2 matching symbols.
Alright.
but you don't have to solve it immediately.
You can. It's an
good
advantage because otherwise
Yeah.
you have to spend an action.
It'll
to
take
get
longer
Builds
time
up.
to do
So
it.
I
Okay.
don't have a wagon wheel, so I'm going to play 2 matching cards. Even though I have that symbol over here, I think these cards will come up again.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm going to play those into the discard pile and solve that part of the problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I have to start solving problems.
Well, you have to
So-
flip problems before you can solve them. So
Yeah.
you actually have to take the rest action to do that.
So I have to take a rest action. I'm on, what is it, 3 points at the moment? Yeah. So I have to take a rest action to flip the first one.
Yeah. And you
And
can do
then-
rest twice.
And then I can rest again to flip the next one.
Yes. Bear in mind that these cards, the troubles, won't activate until your advance action.
Okay.
So if you're not advancing, you're safe. But you cannot advance because as soon as you advance, this will activate and you will be in the same.
So that represents the end of my turn there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. For myself, I can now advance. And I will pay my 1 life point to do it. I am now
still
still,
on this.
here. So I'm still in the sort of okay troubles. So what do I get? Oh, I got lost again.
Yeah.
I am a horrible navigator. I am sorry, everybody.
Okay.
But
And
that could come in useful if I solve it quickly.
yeah, and I will advance as well. So if you can give me one of those cards. And I got lost in the way.
Well, we'll hold
Say
it
it
up
again?
just so as we can see what it was. Yeah. So it's another navigation problem.
But I like the fact that you're getting different bonuses at the bottom of some of these.
Yes. Right.
Okay, let's see what
What the bad guy's
Ogarev
doing.
is up to.
Okay. So as we can see, he's going to move forward 1. He's then going to roll the action die.
Lovely.
Go ahead.
So let's give it a roll.
So we've got a 5. I
Does
think.
that
Nothing.
trigger anything for anybody?
Nope.
No, I
not
was
this
looking for a
time.
3 or a 4. Dave,
then-
you were looking for a 3.
Finally, then our army is going to move into the 9 spot, and it's also going to increase by 1 to a 4. If I can
Right.
find a 4.
Eventually.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Back to Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Right.
Do you maybe want to rest up
Now,
now?
I'm
I
going to
think we
pay to move. No.
Don't. Come on.
No, I'm going to rest up because the next, once you get over here, you can start countering that army, and I don't think I want to do that with all this
Yeah.
trouble.
Right.
So
do you want to heal up or do you want to draw cards?
I want to draw cards.
Okay.
Okay,
So you can rest twice, so it's 2 or 4 cards. What do you want?
How about 4 cards? I'll rest twice.
2 cards for you, and 2 more cards. That's 4
Thank you very
cards for
much.
you, sir.
Is that the end of my turn then? Because I just rested twice and took a load of cards?
Right, so back to me. I'm going to, let's see if I can do this. I don't have anything to be able to activate any of the characters, so I'm going to have to skip that. So I'm going to start solving the problems. So I'm going to pay a wagon wheel to solve this problem.
Yep, with your tools.
And then I'm going to pay... Ooh.
You can pay 2 of the same kind.
Yeah, I'm going to pay 2 of the same kind to solve that problem.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to pay 1 of that kind to solve my final problem. So I've managed to solve all the problems. So they all go to the discard pile. And then I get to choose between my 3 problems to try and
solve them. Yeah.
solve them. So what I can do is I can have a skill that I can keep, which means any time a 5 is rolled on the action dice, I gain a life point. Or I can have one of the 2 that I can dispose of, which allows me to dispose of it to gain 2 cards, or dispose of it to gain an extra move.
Sorry, it's dispose of it to unflip 2 cards.
Oh, sorry, to unflip 2 cards, or to dispose of it to get an extra move.
What does the plus do? Anything?
If I choose these, as soon as I choose one of these, I get a card immediately.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this one here to flip, or to allow me to take an extra move, because I've been held up quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to slide that under.
It does get an additional adventure card straight away, yeah.
Under there. So that's slid under my health tracker there. So and then I get an extra card.
These 2 go away.
And they go to the discard pile.
So for myself then, I'm actually going to pay to activate the character card. So I discard a green.
Yeah, so it's to activate this character card.
Yeah.
You use one that has a picture of the same character on it.
Yes, or the same color. And so I will get 2 adventure cards back for that, which I think will be very useful to me. So essentially that's letting me draw without having to use my action to draw, which is fine. And then I am actually going to resolve the problem that I have. It's just the one problem, and I know I'm about to go into the Urals, which I've seen from Lloyd is quite nasty. So I'll just spend the point, resolve this with the map, and what that's going to do is that's going to give me another thing on the adventure die. So a 4 or a 5.
A 3 or a 4.
A 3 or a 4, sorry. I get to draw a card. And with the 2 of these together, does that mean if a 3 or a 4 comes up, I get 2 cards?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it
So you
does.
can stack them up.
So you can stack them up. Very nice.
So that's one thing I'm thinking about is I think having those constant abilities that are on the roll are going to be more useful.
If the roll comes up.
If the roll comes up, yeah. So, David, on to you.
So for my turn, I will just take a break, and I will take 2 cards and heal 1 health back. And that makes it the bad guy's turn.
Yep.
So there
What's
you go.
up to Warren?
So this time the bad guy is going to move forward 1. So we'll bring him on the tracker to there. He's going to roll the action die.
Lovely.
So a 6.
Nothing happens.
Doesn't help anybody. And the army moves to 10. So it moves from there over to there. It's a 0, so nothing happens to the army.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, Lloydie.
Okay. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to play this card, if I believe I'm right, to get 2 more adventure cards.
Yep.
So you take that. I'll have 2 adventure cards.
Action cards.
Action cards. Okay, and I can still do actions, can't I?
Yes, because you just used the character, not your actual action.
Okay. And then I want to solve some of my problems. So, can I solve more than 1 problem at a time?
Yes,
Yep,
but always
but you
in order.
have to solve them in order from here
Yeah,
to there.
you may want to
so
have these tokens to
I'm gonna
indicate
use-
the ones that you're taking care of.
Okay, so you've solved the first one.
Yep.
Okay.
So the map solved that.
Yeah.
I have
Do you have a storm?
storm cloud here. I'm going to use this. That solves that.
Solves the bear problem.
I have the wounded hand, so I'm going to solve
Solves
here.
the wounded hand problem.
I have this helmet, which is going to solve this problem.
That solves the helmet problem.
And I have 2 matching cards, which I'm going to use to solve the claws.
To solve the claw. And there in one fell swoop, you solved all your problems.
Oh, yeah!
All your troubles seem so far away, Lloyd.
Yeah.
So
Now I need to pick out something I want.
yeah,
So-
you keep one of them.
And 4 of them have abilities. 2 for health, 1 for solving problems, and 1 to let you flip cards back face up.
I think I'll have the flip cards back face up.
Okay.
I think.
So
And I immediately get a card as well, don't I?
So this is the one here. So by choosing this, he immediately gets a card,
There you go.
and then at some point he can spend that to flip the cards back up. So if you slide that under, these will go back
Where
into
was
the
I on
discard.
the track?
You were quite low.
I think it was around 3 or 4, wasn't I?
Think so.
Okay. And then these all go back into their discard piles.
Yes.
Right. Which brings it back to me. I am going to heal and take 2 cards. So I'm going to go heal and take myself back up to 4. I'm going to take 2 cards.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to advance 1 into the Urals. Take the trouble card. And another bear attack.
Another bear attack.
But it has 2 maps on it. So does
Yes.
that mean that instantly my troubles would activate if I don't have a map in my hand?
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
I do not have a map in my hand.
Do you
That's
have a
too
pair?
bad.
I do.
Okay, so
I
as
do.
long as you have a pair, you can deal with
So I
it.
have twin spy masks here, which will do the job. So I can take out that first trouble and not get hit by a bear.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right. So in my turn, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to activate Alcid and draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And now I will move forward 1 step and look at what's going on there up in the
Bears!
mountains. Bears,
Laws.
bears. Okay, so I've got
Yeah.
this bear.
Yeah.
That I gotta
can
take
you
care
deal
of?
with the claw?
Yeah, I can. So I can put it here and just spend 1
Okay.
Yep,
Claw.
that's fine.
and cover this up.
Okay, so bad guy's turn.
Back
Yes.
to the bad guy. Do you wanna
Okay.
read it?
So this time, this is a good one for us. Okay. So the bad guy is going to move forward 1. Okay. We also get a character into slot A.
Sweet.
So let's see who we got this time. We got Martha
Strogoff.
Strogoff.
That character is really powerful, especially at the end of the game, because if we use that was in A, I think.
A.
Oh,
Yes.
that's an A.
So we can use her to get rid of troubles, but we can do only that when we're in Irkutsk.
Okay. So when we're actually in the 12th spot. Yes.
If we get there and she's still on the table, we will take care of that.
Okay, and then this actually makes more sense now when you look at it, because it basically has the 12th spot there, and it says if you spend a card, you can do the star, and the star is to get rid of a trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so that can go. Finally, the army moves to 0.9. Oh, so it goes +1, which is going to take it up to 5. It's getting quite strong now, the army.
Yep.
Okay, over to Lloyd.
Well, I'm trouble-free, but I don't have much health. So I think I'm going to rest up to get some health. Twice.
Okay, so you gain 2 health.
Yep, so I'm going to 4 and to 5.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Warren?
I'm going to spend a card to activate a character. So I'm going to activate
I'll see it.
Alcid. Okay.
Gain 2.
I'm going to gain 2 cards in.
Go on. Yep.
Lovely.
And don't forget your hand max is 7.
Yeah, I'm just checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm then going to regain 2 health, I think, at this point. Okay, so I'm going to
rest twice.
Going to rest and rest again.
Can you do? Oh yeah, because that's what didn't
Yeah,
count.
that's not part of my action. That's the first part of the phase.
Yeah. So I will use the ability to get 2 cards again. So David, if you would.
1 and 2 cards for you.
Thank you. I will then rest, heal for 1, and draw 2 more cards, just to make sure I'm fully stocked up and ready for the road.
Okay, so for me, I will just move forward, and so that costs me 1 heal and 1 health, and that is a trouble that I need to take care of.
So he has. What is that trouble? That's a mask and a map.
I can go in disguise, and I will spend 1 of these.
So I'm going to spend that to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And well, it is covered, but now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm in trouble because I think I'm not gonna cover this up because this is gonna flip anyway. I'm gonna lose that thing. So because I have 2 maps.
Yeah.
That means that I'm in big trouble.
Yeah.
So I got lost in the way twice.
Okay.
So
You numpty.
I'm gonna have to activate all the ill things that are gonna be happening to me. First of all, this gets turned over.
So the first one flips.
This one costs me one health point and flips over, and I lose this thing.
Lose the
Oh, so it's unsolved.
Yeah, it unsolves the problems.
And this flips again, so I'm super flipped, and I need to take care of this as soon as
This is
possible.
why a stitch in time saves 9. So it's
Unless
it's
you
about
could do-
knowing when to solve the problem.
Unless you could do an epic streak like I did.
like you did, which was truly epic.
Now we're on to the bad guy again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as we're done with these guys, I will shuffle this back to make a new deck.
Okay.
So there you go.
So this time, or Mr. Evil is going to move forward 1. Okay. He's going to roll the action die. A 5.
No good?
Does a 5 help anybody?
I don't believe so.
And then finally, he's going to move the army to slot 10, which is down there. They don't gain or lose.
Okay. All right. So while Lloyd plans his turn.
What happens when you encounter the army? Do they start taking your health?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 ways of encountering the Tartars. If you move into during your turn, if you move into a space where they are sitting on, you have to roll the adventure die. If you roll equal or higher than the number that they're showing at this moment, you're fine, and you get 1 of these cards as a reward. If you roll lower than that, you lose one health point. But if they move into your space during the Ivanogorev's turn, then they will capture you and they will submit you to the treatment for their enemies.
Okay. And is that this deck? Yeah.
There is that deck. I will keep that until that happens.
Oh, wait.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Giving a nasty surprise for us.
Right.
I'm gonna
Lloyd.
rest up 1 and take two action cards because I'm kind of skirting around on the outskirts, going, "Whoa, I could go in there and encounter an army."
Okay. Over to me. I'm finally going to start moving again. That's one of the great things about this game is you really get that sense of encumbrance of that this is an epic journey you're having to go through, and you have all these problems slowing you down that you're trying to work your way through. So as you'll see, I'm way behind. So I'm going to move forward into the mountains. I'm going to draw my mountainous card. And I have 2 of the helmets from a bear attack. Okay.
You can resolve 1 instantly.
I am going to resolve 1 instantly if I have it, which I do. Okay. So I'm going to spend that to resolve it instantly. I'm then going to spend this card here, which allowed me to take an extra move to try and get caught up a little bit.
Also, don't forget to pay your health.
Okay. I have to pay health for the first move, and I have to pay health for the second move, and it goes in here. That takes me into this, so I'm now into this blue deck. And then I draw from that. I'm terrified of this. I draw from that. That's okay. I've got a map and a mask.
And you can resolve the
that
map.
I have to resolve the map immediately.
Well, you can. You have the option to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'm going to do it anyway because it's otherwise it stacks up and it gets difficult to resolve. So I'm going to resolve that, and that's that done.
All right. I'm going to risk it and get on the move myself. So I will pay my point. Move forward 1. So let's see what I get. My wagon's busted again.
Yeah.
So I've got a wheel and one of the helmets to resolve. Thankfully, no doubling up just yet. Oh, yes, I do have a wheel, thankfully. So here you go, David. If you give me one of the little black counters to mark this as resolved. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so I will rest twice in order to unflip a couple of these cards. So there they are, unflipped. And back to Ogarev.
Now the bad guy. Okay, so this time he's going to move forward.
He's advancing quite a lot.
The spy comes back into play.
Yeah,
Sangara
we'll go to me.
Which goes to Justin.
Justin.
And then finally the army moves to point 8.
But is that not a -1 or is it a 0?
No, it's a 0.
Zero.
It's a 0.
Oh well.
Okay, Lloyd.
I'm going to move on because I'm feeling quite confident again. So I'm going to move on. I'm going to pay my health to do that.
And you're now into this deck.
Let's see what we get. Blue deck. Not much to worry about there. Put that down because I don't have any other cards to worry about at the minute.
Yeah. So you're not going to resolve the map instantly?
I might resolve the map instantly by playing 2 cards that aren't maps but they match. So if you take those, David, I'll take a marker. So that's the map part resolved.
Okay. On to yourself, Warren.
Okay.
I should be on 4 health. Just to double check, my thing got a knock.
Okay, I'm going to move forward my green maple. I'm going to pay the point to do it. I'm going to flip the card.
What do we get?
I got a hand and a claw mark. So I put that down and I'm going to try and resolve. Well, I was going to try and resolve the hand immediately, but I can't. But it doesn't activate anything, so I'm going to sit and wait and see, because I could spend double cards.
Yes.
But I think I'm wasting my resources if I'm spending double cards.
Well, it means you're having to rest all the sooner.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it at that now.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm the. Oh, I can't really move now because the horde's in the way. And on a 5, I don't really want to have to roll that.
No.
So I'm actually going to take the time to actually rest. See how many cards I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will rest to heal a point of damage and take 2 cards.
So you're not solving problems.
Not this turn. Not this turn. Do you see there's nothing in the problems just yet that I want to get out of it?
Okay.
So I've got a lot of trouble solving to do. So I will take care of this one with a mask and 2 matching symbols to take care of the spies and my lost in the way. And then since, well, I'm keeping this ability for the future. So that's where I am. And I'm done for this turn. We can go with Ogarev.
Okay, so this time. Ooh. Right, so he moves forward 3. So 1, 2, 3. We roll the action die.
5.
So we get a 5.
That's good for someone.
No,
yet. Doesn't help
we're
anybody.
being very unlucky with that.
Oh,
but
God.
now we're going to see
Oh, God.
how things go south really
So
fast.
the army is going to move into point 7, where a load of us are sitting waiting. Does he take the -1 as he moves in, David?
Yeah, but
Okay.
in this case it doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, he goes down to a 4. Okay, so now we get to see what happens.
Okay, so each one of us, we're going to get captured and given the special treatment that the Tartars give to their prisoners. So each one of us is going to have one of these cards. Who's going to be the
so
first
just
one?
Lloyd, Justin, and me then, yeah?
So let's just do it in turn order.
Yeah.
Lloyd, you, then me.
Okay, so Lloyd, you first.
Hey, let's see what I got.
You put these on the left side of your hero sheet. These troubles, they, if you can notice here, these are locked. All right. So what these guys do, they will blind you, putting a hot sword near your eyes. So you cannot solve those troubles until you get to Irkutsk.
Right.
So they will be stuck there
Go to that
for
side.
the rest of the game. So, and all of you are gonna see the same thing.
All right. Let's see. Justin?
Warren, this one's you.
Oh, thanks, Justin. I thought we were doing this in order. Right. So, yeah, he's burned my eyes out.
Yeah, and then my own trouble from these guys is probably going to be absolutely horrible.
Hey,
No, I got my eyes burnt.
Right. Now, with them being black, we can't resolve them.
You can't.
No.
You can't. There's
Okay.
nothing to be taken care of until you get to Irkutsk. Remember that until you take your advancement action, the problems will not activate. So now you can take your sweet little time to make sure that you can take care of your troubles before moving forward.
Right. Lloyd, over to you.
I'm moving forward.
Getting the hell out of Dodge.
Spending that and moving forward, I'm picking up another blue card.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Okay.
Oh, I have 2 helmets now.
Yeah, so that will kick things off.
Unless you can deal with it immediately.
I can't deal with it.
Oh, Lloyd.
Okay. So everything.
This is why you provision yourself for the journey.
So I lose that,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I turn these over.
Is there any others? Yeah, they turn over, but you also have to deal with the...
With that one, let me just double check. But I think that.
I think that might make you lose a card.
Yeah, probably yes. Yeah, you have to discard one of your action cards.
Okay, so I turn these over,
Yes.
Yeah, they've...
and I have to
Flip.
get rid of my action card.
Yeah, the only one you
Yeah,
have.
but it doesn't turn over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ouch.
So it
Right.
can sit there and just keep hurting you.
Yeah.
But still further on than you guys.
I am
I'm
going
gonna get my
to...
letter.
I am going to try and deal with some problems.
A wise idea.
I'm going to... Maybe I'm not at the point where I can deal with problems yet. All right, I'm going to heal one. I'm going to take 2 cards.
There you go.
It's such a slog, isn't it, to try and get to the...
I'm going to lose a health and push on into the wilderness.
Hello, Justin.
Hi, Lloyd. How's this area turning out for you?
Not so good.
There. Oh. So I've got a wheel.
And them 2 masks.
Yes, and the masks will kick things off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no point actually doing the wheel because everything else is about to happen.
All right, you don't have the masks or anything to be able to get rid of them.
Not right now.
You can't cure the masks.
So I can stop that, but there's one over here.
Yeah.
These 2 are in white, so I can't stop
You can't
them.
even deal
Oh,
with them
so
anyway.
these ones count towards those ones now as well?
Yes.
Yes, it do.
So this card flips.
Yeah. Well, you start from,
Oh,
from
sorry.
here to
So
here.
this flips and undoes that, but it also takes away 2 of my cards. Is it just 2 I pick, or is it 2
Yeah,
random?
Any 2 you pick.
Any
two I
two you pick.
All right. Keep that. I'll drop these 2.
Okay.
All right. and
You
then
have to drop another one for the Tartars.
Yeah, you
Aye.
lose a card for that one.
that one resolves and flips. Does she still hang about?
Yeah, she's your friend till the end.
All right. So I have to drop one more. I can risk dropping a map.
Okay.
Ow! That was painful.
Ow.
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna take 2 cards. I'm gonna take a rest and take 2 cards. And
You gonna heal up as well?
no, I will unflip this thing.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm done. We go with the bad guy.
Okay. So the bad guy this time is going to move forward 1. We then get to draw a card.
Yeah, all of us get 1 card. So 1 for Lloyd,
Thank you.
Warren, Justin.
Kind of makes up for the pain I just felt.
Yeah, you're not going to thank
don't
us
tell
in a
me.
second, because the army now moves into 8.
Yeah.
But you don't have to worry about that. I mean, once they've blinded you, they will keep ignoring you for the rest of the game.
All right.
they
So
can only do you the once.
I thought we were just going to
yeah.
continuously get beaten
No,
up the whole way
unless
through.
you chase them over,
Yeah.
they will just leave you alone.
What is the relevance of the number then?
If you
When you
move
walk
into
into their
that
space.
square, if you kind of like assault them, that's the number you have to beat on this die.
Oh,
So this
right,
is kind
okay.
of good and bad for you and me now, because it means that David and Warren, if they want to get any further along, they have to fight them.
They would have to assault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Lloyd?
Your turn, Lloyd.
I am going to spend a health and move on.
Well, hang on, you can't. 'cause
Oh
you're
yeah, hold
troubles.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
you've got
troubles.
troubles, yeah.
Hold on. So I can play this card to flip them up.
You
You
can.
can.
Yep.
Do I then get rid of this card, or is that just
You
a
do. You
special
get rid of
action?
that card,
you
yeah.
get rid
I
of
get
it.
rid of that card, which allows
They
me to
both
flip
flip.
these up.
Yeah.
Can I move now, or
No.
is that it?
No, that was your turn.
No, because if you move, the Lost in the Way icon will activate.
Okay. Is there anything else I could do?
You could rest. You could.
Can I draw two
cards?
cards?
You can do
Draw
that.
4 cards.
Or 4.
Oh, can I draw 4 cards? Even
Yeah,
though-
because you can do the action
Perfect.
twice.
I'll have 4 cards.
You have 4 cards
2,
and 2 more.
3, and 4.
Okay,
Thank
so
you very
that
much.
was what he just spent there wasn't considered part of his action. It was like a free thing that he could do.
Yes.
Okay. Right, over to me. I'm going to have to start dealing with troubles. Okay, so let's see if I
How many cards do you have in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can't
Yeah,
do it.
I got handed a card. I got handed the 8th card. So what do? Do I give it back?
Yeah. You just discard one card.
Well, just wait now, and I'll see which one I'm going to give back. I'm going to give back that one.
Okay.
Okay? Right. So I'm going to spend one to get rid of this. So I'm going to spend a claw to solve a claw.
Yep.
I'm then going to spend 2 red to solve the
wound.
wound. Okay. I'm then going to spend a mask to deal with the mask.
Yeah. And you're left with the hat, which means you're still stuck in place.
Yes.
But still, you solved 2 of those troubles, and you get an extra ability now.
So they go to the discard pile.
Yeah. And you'll pick the one you want.
I will pick between these 2. So I can either get an extra life or an extra card. And I think I'm going to go for the extra life. I think the extra life will be handy at this point. So that goes into that discard pile there.
Yep.
And then this, you just show
Yeah, it goes up under your
up
player card.
underneath there, like that.
Alright, so it's on to me. So I'm forced to take the moment to actually stop and rest. So I will unflip 2 of these in this action, and that will be my turn. So I will just be sitting here hoping that this will pass me by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So,
lost in the wilderness with spies all around me. It's not fun.
so what I will do is, first of all, I will activate Alcide to get a couple of extra cards.
Okay.
And then, depending on what I get, I'll see what I'm doing.
The game really does make you work for it.
Oh. Yes. It totally does.
So, okay, so I'm just gonna take a nice little break and heal back to wounds, and I'm done for it. I've been stuck in this place forever. Now let's move on to the bad guy.
Okay, so let's see what's happening. So he's going to move forward 1.
Have you moved yet?
No, I haven't. It's
he's-
the bad.
no,
No,
it's the bad guy.
he's not
Oh, it's the
moving.
bad guy.
He was
Yeah, so
healing.
he's going to move forward 1. He recalls his spy.
So, Justin, you're in
Hooray!
luck with that.
Okay.
She's gone!
And then finally, the army moves to point 11 and goes down 1, goes down to a 3.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, 'tis me. I'm going to spend 1 and move forward, because I can do that, can't I?
No, because you've got 2 hats, so your troubles will instantly kick off. So you need to deal with your troubles first.
Right, I'm going to deal with those 2 hats. Let's see, can I deal
those
with
are
2 hats?
Tartar patrols, not
Yeah.
actual hats.
Not hats.
Hats are not a problem.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this seal to deal with that.
Yep.
I'm going to use the Tartar hat
Yep.
to deal with the Tartar hat.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Okay, and then I'm going to use the matching symbols to deal with the other Tartar hat.
There you go.
Okay.
Go over your
Not
hats.
patrols, they're hats.
Yeah.
So you've done 3. So 1 card comes away and you get its ability.
Bum, bum.
Yeah,
And the
it's a
other
good
one's left
card
with
too to have because the one that he's just solved, actually on the roll of a 6, he gets to solve another trouble.
Yes.
For free.
So,
But would he get the ability from a solved trouble that goes away then?
I beg your pardon?
So if Lloyd gets that 6 on the action die,
Yeah.
and that resolves the trouble,
Yes?
does he then get the ability from
No. No, you only get the ability when you solve the trouble during your...
that? Yeah.
Could I have played him to get an extra?
Yeah, you could have done that.
But it's too late now.
You're too late now.
Damn.
Okay, so back to
No, wait, because I've done that.
Yes?
Yeah, but that's your action done.
that's your action.
I'm not
Done.
going to rest or anything.
No.
No,
You
because
solve
solving
troubles.
troubles is a
Solving
full
troubles
thing.
is part of it.
Yeah.
Damn the troubles.
It
Right.
takes a while.
Okay, I'm going to take 2 cards, please.
Because
It's my turn. I'm
you're
resting.
resting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 2 cards.
I just want 2
You're
cards.
going to heal as well.
Yeah, it's because.
I'm going to then take another 2 cards.
Because he wants to.
And you're done with your turn.
Okay.
Are you
more
over
than
7?
cards there again?
No, 1,
No,
2,
it's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright,
Spot
so for myself, I'm going to rest and flip. So I've got all of this unflipped again and I can start dealing with it. But I'll take 2 cards while I'm at it. Just so that I can maybe get a little bit better resources to actually take care of the troubles.
Yeah.
Excuse me for that. So, in my turn, I will use the power of Alcide to
There we
get
go.
a couple of cards. And hopefully this, yes. Okay, now in my turn, I will be solving some troubles. I will be using a couple of Tartar patrols to and a wild animals icon to take care of this
Okay.
bear.
So that's the
for
bear
good.
done. Okay.
And then another lost in the way icon.
You might want to. Oh no, the bear. The interesting thing about the mountains is they don't seem to have skills that you can use.
No, they're just pains in your butt.
Yeah.
So the only trouble that I can keep actually is this one. So there's not a lot of debate.
The bears are pains in your butt.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot more painful than just your butt.
I still have to get rid of mine.
Well, so now
Bad guy?
bad guy's turn.
Okay.
There you go.
So here we have the bad guy. Is he moves forward 1. Okay. Now we already have somebody in the A slot.
So that woman goes away. Is discarded.
And we needed her. We're getting close to the point where we needed her.
And
Okay,
then-
so she goes away, and then we draw another one.
Yeah, someone else's.
Now, does she get discarded, or does she get put back into the pile?
She gets discarded. If we
Right.
go through the whole set, we may see her again.
Granny Strogoff. No.
Yeah. No, just
No, she doesn't go
Oh,
to the bottom.
she
She
just
gets
gets
discarded.
Yeah.
Bye, Granny.
Well, for the moment. Okay.
Draw a fresh
Right,
one.
draw a fresh one.
Okay, who do we get?
put it in.
Oh, yeah.
That's Captain Michael Strogoff himself.
And where does he go?
On
Into the A slot.
Into the
A slot.
The A
Let's
slot.
check what he does. You can, if you discard 2 cards with his visage, and you can perform 2 different actions in that turn. For example, you can rest and then advance, or resolve dangers and then rest, etc.
All right.
Yep.
Okay,
Interesting.
that's interesting. And then finally, the army moves to 0.9. Okay, and it gains 1. So where are we with the 4? There. So it's up to 4 again. Okay.
Cool. Alright, so Lloyd, your turn.
My turn. Do I have to deal with this? Or can I press on?
No,
Black?
no.
Yeah,
You've got two maps.
I have 2 maps, so I have to deal with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, I can't deal with it, so I'm going to take 2 action cards, and then I'll look at them and then decide what I'm going to do next. You can do that,
you can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, I'm going to use this to get 2 more.
Nope.
No,
that's
that's activated character.
Oh.
You've passed that
Past
now.
that. I'm just going to draw 2 more action cards then.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you very much.
Right, over to me. Well, first things first, I'm going to use this to activate to get 2 cards.
You've got one. I need to shuffle this into a new deck.
Oh, fancy way shuffles.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, and there you go. Your second card.
So I have my 2 cards. Oh dear me.
You're way over that 7 limit again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll discard 1. As soon as I can work out which flipping one I'm going to try and discard. I'm going to discard this wagon wheel. Okay. Right. Now I'm into my turn. So I'm going to resolve this card here by spending 2 matching cards
Yep.
to get rid of that.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
it for your turn.
And then I'm going to move the bear
Out of the
back
way.
into the discard pile.
Alright. So, for me. I have a hand that's shaped like a foot. So,
That's a lot of thinking.
now, what I'm having to do is, to start off with, I'm going to resolve some trouble, which will be this card here. So I can use the spy mask to get rid of one of them, 2 of the same type to get the other one, and then I will get the ability, which will actually generate an extra card from this.
Oh,
So I get
So he
one
gets a
free
free
card.
card, yeah.
So if we can straighten that up. There you go. And that will do for me.
Okay, so I will take a rest and get 2 cards. This card shouldn't be here.
Yeah, that should be in the discard pile.
And I will take a rest for another health point. And now we
Now the
move on to
baddie.
the bad guy.
Oh boy. Right,
he
so
doing?
he's going to move forward 2. Okay. So we go 1, 2. He's going to roll the action die. A 2.
Well, it was about time
Something happens for
happened.
somebody at least. So
I think you and I are lucky.
Oh, yes,
So you
yes.
get a health, and David, you get a card.
Yeah. you
okay,
get
so I
healed
get
back,
a healing point.
and I get an extra card, which is good for me. And what else happens with
The
that
army
card?
moves to point 7 where I'm in. Now I've already been damaged by this army, so
they just
they just
ignore you.
ignore
wave
me.
you by.
Okay, there we go.
Okay,
Right, Lloyd,
Okay.
over to you.
how many times can you activate this guy?
once.
So if you have 2 cards, you can't activate them twice.
No, only once.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have a duplicate? I do. So I will use this card to activate him to get 2 additional action. Well, two new action cards.
He's being really handy, this guy.
Do I have a map? I don't have a map. Do I have any matching symbols? I do have matching symbols, so I will then use 2 claw marks, as you can see here, to get rid of this, to solve this map.
Yeah, and you get its ability, so you get a bonus
Oh
card.
yeah, so that would be gone.
Yes.
So I put those back.
Yeah.
You get a
You
bonus
can
card,
have those. I get a card.
and then you get a thing that you can spend to do a double move at some point.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Why they have flipped it over? Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
over to me. I'm going to move. So I'm going to spend a point to move forward into point 8. I'm going to draw a card.
And what'd you get? That's what you got?
Yep, so I have this card here where I've got a rosette and a wagon wheel. Okay, now the rosette I can deal with immediately.
If you have one in your hand.
which I have. I'm going to spend my rosette to deal with that problem as soon as it arises.
Okay.
Okay.
On to me. I'm just going to solve trouble. So for a wheel and one of the helmets, here you go. This will be solved. I'll get a bonus card.
There you go, because you're keeping that.
Yeah. And by resolving them one at a time, I actually am getting more abilities out of it.
Yeah, but you're taking a lot of time to take care of those troubles.
Yeah. It's what's coming to me in the cards.
I'll tell you what's coming to us. The bad guy is what's coming to us. He's getting very, very close now. So
Okay, so since we need to advance, I'm feeling adventurous, and I will step into the Tartars' territory.
That is adventurous.
So
that is adventurous.
I advance one,
There.
and I get a card, and then I will deal with the
Okay,
Tartars.
so your card is a storm and an injury.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't have a storm, but I have a couple of. I don't have a storm, but I have a couple of Tartar patrols.
Yeah.
So I take care of that just for safekeeping. And now I'm gonna have to roll this die. If I roll equal or higher than a 3, I get an extra card. If I get lower than that, I get a wound.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well done.
good for me. I get an extra card, and I've made some new enemies now.
Okay.
And now it's turn for the bad guys to play their turn.
Okay, so this time the bad guy moves forward one. So he moves to there. Secondly, oh no!
Lose him.
We're going to lose a seed.
Our friend goes.
So a
switch
seed
out.
comes out. He switches out. We draw the next character. Oh, please make it a good one.
Okay, he's not bad at all.
what we
Okay,
got.
so let me show you what we got. Yeah, we have. This is Nicholas
Pigasov.
Nicholas Pigasov. Okay.
So I'll tell you what he does. When we spend a card with his face on it, we can cover trouble.
Oh, right. That's okay.
Yep.
And then the army moves to point 10. Okay.
So
Right.
just bear in mind that when we use Pigasov ability, we will not get the abilities of the cards that we solve.
Okay.
All right?
Lloyd.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes.
Can I use his ability to start solving this?
Nope, because this can only be solved.
only be solved when we get-
Kursk.
Okay, I just wanted to see if that was maybe a way around it.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to spend some health,
Yeah.
and I'm going to push on, and I'm going to draw a card.
Okay.
Isn't that it? That's
Yeah.
that kind of...
What did you get? You got a mask and a map. So
Can I immediately solve the mask?
you could immediately solve the mask if you have one.
Or two matching symbols.
Yeah.
But guess what? I actually do have the mask.
Yeah.
So that's that
Let's
solved.
get solved.
Okay, let's see. Can I solve the map?
You.
Oh, no, I can't solve
you can't
the
solve the
It's not a
mask.
black
because-
background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I am going to. Do you play cautious at this point, or do you start to push on? It's kind of risky when you don't have. So I can spend one of his cards to solve a trouble. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend one of his cards, which I have here, to solve this one.
Yep.
Okay.
But you don't get its ability.
You don't get its ability.
No.
Oh, pants. Okay. I would have loved the ability of that one if I got it, but that's okay. So that is now solved. However, it frees me up to make a move.
That ability you would have got. What did that mean again? Because I have
It
that
means that
ability.
you can move and then move again when you've
But
spent
you
it,
do
so-
take the trouble for each move and take
you-
the health loss for
and you
each
do
move.
spend the health.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to spend one health to move forward into number 9.
Hello.
Now I'm going to pick up my card, and I have a hand injury and a wagon wheel injury. Okay, the hand injury I can deal with immediately. Okay, so that is now been dealt with, and that's the end of my go.
So for myself, I'm just going to deal with what trouble I have because I need to, and actually do it just so I can get moving again. So this, I'll spend 1 map and 2 thunderclouds, and that'll clear up that miserable bloody bear that's been hanging on my ankles the whole way here, tracking me the whole damn way.
The bear clamped to your ass, Justin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Dave.
All right. I think I'll just. No, I'm gonna solve this trouble for good. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 injury marker, and this is gone. Get the ability.
And you get a bonus card.
I get a bonus card because of that. So that was a clever way to play it. And then this guy is getting really close.
The bad guy.
There you go.
Okay, so he moves forward 1. Oh no, our D character gets changed.
That was
again.
short, but maybe that helps us to just turn the wheel faster. I don't know.
So who do we get?
So who do we get? It's Harry Blunt.
Okay, so this time we have Harry Blunt. Okay, now Harry, you spend a red card to be able to. What can you do? Look at the.
You can look at the top card of one of the track decks.
Yeah.
And you can then put that card back on top if you like it, or if you don't like it, you put it at the bottom of the deck.
Okay, right. And what was where did the army move to then?
Number 10.
Number 10. So it just stays where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Lloyd, over to you.
Ah, crap! It stayed right in front of me.
Yes.
It's only a 3+.
So I have to roll over a 3 to beat it.
Well, it's
3 or
3 or
plus.
better.
Okay, I'm going to be adventurous, and I'm going to spend a health.
And move.
Oh no, wait! Oh no, that doesn't activate because it's not.
Yeah, it
It
does.
does.
It does because you've got two maps.
Oh crap! So I can't do
So
that.
you can't
So-
do that.
Oh crap!
Hold on. Can I use this special thing?
Yeah.
No, but you. Oh yeah. No, there's nothing you can
That
do.
thing would give you an extra move action, which
Right.
is
Okay.
Yeah.
Draw cards or
Let's see then.
spend cards.
I'm going to spend these 2 cards to get rid of this map.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm
well
sick
done.
of it. I
Yeah.
want rid of it. So
It
that's
now-
gone, and I get the
you get-
You
ability.
get the ability
Yes.
of that. Yeah.
Yes.
And now you have, what is that, 2 abilities that get rid of? Or no? 1 ability for trouble, 1 ability for an extra card.
Okay.
I have 3 abilities in total.
Right. Over to me. I'm going to rest for 1, and I'm going to take 2 cards for 1.
Okay.
To
There you
start
go.
preparing myself for where I'm headed next.
I will just take 4 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
cards
because I'm
for you.
running dangerously low on resources here.
Okay, I'm pushing forward 1. So I'm gonna see what's.
Let's see what you got dealt. So you got dealt a thundercloud and an injury.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can get rid of the thundercloud with these right away. So that's taken care of, and that's it for me.
Okay.
Should we see what's
Yes.
in store for us?
Okay, so he moves forward 1.
Okay, there he goes.
Now he's starting to get into. You can see numbers here.
Yeah.
The 3, 4, and the 5. What do they mean?
That means that if we manage to get to Irkutsk at this piece of his track, we would only be facing him with only 3 cards from his deck.
Oh, whereas if we get there, he'll have 4, or at this point he is 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Need
Right.
to get a shift on.
We do need to get a move on. His spy comes back into the mix.
Yeah, it's hunting any of you two.
Okay.
So in this case, whomever is more advanced, since there's a tie, she will be looking into who's got more cards in his hand.
more cards in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4.
2.
2.
So
That'll be me.
you've got a new friend.
Hey, awesome! And then finally, the army moves to point 8.
Whoa.
Now, David, that means
That
you
hurts.
are going to get attacked.
Yeah, I'm getting attacked. I mean, yeah. All right.
So will we turn this over to see what happens?
Yes.
So there you go. There's your attack card.
Okay. Well, I'm not paralyzed, so that's good. Okay.
Well, all of us got hit with them.
Yeah, we're all blinded, like
Yeah.
walking blinded in the middle of
So
Siberia.
that's his turnover. Lloyd, back over to you.
Now you can move,
Now I can move.
but you have no cards in case something goes
I
horribly
have 2
wrong.
cards here.
Uh,
I'm pressing on. Let's go for it.
all right,
Spend that.
you're gonna be brave.
Push into there.
Yeah.
Draw this. Dun dun dun.
So a storm and a claw.
Nothing to slow you down.
Let's see. Can I solve any of that straight away? No.
Okay. Right. Over to me.
I can't spend any of this stuff, can I? These extra moves.
You can
spend that extra
You
move
could
now if you
spend the
want.
extra move now if you wanted.
But I would take a wound for that.
Yes, you
Yeah.
would.
Yep.
Do the wounds mean anything when we get to the final?
Yeah, actually, before facing Ogrev,
Yeah.
you will have to clear all of your perils,
Yeah.
either with cards or with wound points if you cannot pay for those.
Can you die trying to do that?
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can. So, okay.
Perhaps I want to just push on 1 square, right?
Okay.
And
So
you
if I
just chill
spend
out and
this,
Yes.
Yeah.
if I can get it out, so I'm going to spend this to push on another square
Yeah. You move.
to there.
You draw
Yeah.
another peril card or another
Yeah.
troubles card,
You have to spend your point of health, though, to do it, Lloyd.
Yes, I'm down to 1.
Okay.
and you're drawing another.
You're drawing another trouble.
So what do you get? Let's see it.
You got a hand and a map.
I think that sets him off, does
That
it?
triggers you, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
triggers.
Yes.
So all of your troubles trigger, starting from the Tartars.
So the-
Oh, crap.
Right. So the first one, you have to discard a card.
Second one, you have to discard
The
a
second
card.
one, you have to discard a card.
Yes,
And the
yeah,
third
that's-
one, you have to flip.
2 cards are gone,
Your 2 cards are gone.
and the
you have
third
to-
one I have
you
to
have to
flip.
flip,
Both
yeah.
these.
No, just that one.
Just
Yeah.
that.
That maybe wasn't such a smart move.
No, it's maybe not the worst idea because now Lloyd's right up there and he can just sit there
Just sort of hang
and
about,
work
Yeah.
at getting himself back to normal.
drink
Yeah.
a little wine.
Drink a little wine.
Take it easy for a
Have a
little
little
while.
boogie. Yeah. Okay. I can't get rid of the spy, can I? So I can't.
If you have the right icon,
mask.
of course you can.
All right.
Can you get rid of her with 2
She's just
icons? that
actually
aren't
normal
matching?
trouble. It's just you
Yes.
get no benefit for it. It's just something else you have to work through.
Yeah. So. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. And I'm going to move forward 1.
Eep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then draw.
What do you get?
I got a helmet and a wagon wheel. Oh,
Helmet
and
sets you off?
the wagon wheel.
Sets
No,
everything in motion.
so both the helmet and the wagon wheel set me off.
Yep.
But
So the whole thing triggers.
can I spend to get rid of the helmet? There's no point.
There's no
because
point in
I'm going
doing
to,
that,
I'm going to
yeah.
lose this as well,
Yeah.
potentially. So I have to lose a card for this one. I mean, here I was saying Lloyd didn't do a particularly good job, and I've done worse. So let me just see. So I'm going to spend the map, discard the map for this one.
Yep.
Flip
This
that.
one flips.
She does
She
nothing.
stays.
With
And
you.
that
And
makes
I
you
have
lose
to
another.
discard another card. I'm going to discard the claw.
Alrighty.
That was
and
hard.
he just stays, yeah.
Yep.
Right, I'm going to try and forge ahead. So, moving forward, paying the 1 point of health.
Yep.
And yep, what do I get there?
You got a storm and a mask.
That's fine, that doesn't trigger anything. But I think I can get rid of that storm right now. I can indeed. So, yep, I will pay for that. There you go, David. And give me one of the little black tokens to mark it as done.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, for my turn, I will take care of this trouble. Off it goes. And I get the ability. And now I will spend one of the abilities I had from before. So I can get an extra move, advance action. So I pay for that trip. I move forward and see what's in store for me.
Okay, so this time you get a mask and a claw.
And
Does not
there's
trigger you.
nothing triggers, nothing I can take care of. But there we are.
Okay, we're back over to the enemy.
Yeah.
So this time the enemy is going to move forward 1. We all get a card.
That's good. Good news for everybody.
Thank you.
And the army stays at point 8.
Okay.
And that gets discarded.
So that could be this. Oh, that's useful.
Okay.
Okay.
Lloyd, over to you.
I am going to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to rest again.
Yeah, good. Just heal
Okay.
2.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gone from 1 back up to 3.
Yeah.
I am going to draw 4 cards.
Right away.
So that takes me back up to 7 cards.
I will rest for 1, going to 5 health, and then we'll draw 2 cards.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
And myself, I will rest for 1 and draw 2 cards. That's 1, and we need another one. And my second card. And now it's off to the bad guy. There you go.
He's going to move forward 1. And we're replacing the character in A, David. So
Okay,
if you pass me who we get next.
we've got Nadia Fedor.
Oh, Nadia
see.
Fedor. So if you spend a Nadia card,
Well, up.
you get to roll the action dice.
That could be very
Okay.
useful at this stage, because a lot
she
of us
goes
have
into
stuff
A.
that works on it.
That goes back into the discard pile.
What? I have nothing that works on that. What do you mean?
Yeah, you do. You have 2 abilities that work on it.
Okay.
Both your abilities work on it. You would roll the die. If you get a 6, a 1, or
Yeah.
a 3, your ability kicks in.
Something from there would kick in.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a 5, a 1, or a 3.
Uh-huh.
It's not a 6.
No, a 6,
No,
a 1,
here,
or a
a
3. It's
6.
what's on your ability.
A 6 or a 1
Read
or a
cards.
2. Okay.
6, 1, 2.
Okay.
Or a 1 or a
But
2.
it
yes.
will only trigger your own abilities, not everybody's.
Stop looking at that.
That's a 5.
That's just a dice.
That's
that
a-
is just a
dice
symbol for a
icon.
dice.
Oh, it means roll the dice. Okay.
All right. Warren? Or is it Lloyd?
It's Lloyd's turn.
Yeah.
If he decides to actually take it. So
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to rest and take 2 cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to go up to 4 and have 2 actions. Thank you very much.
Now, my turn. I can't start solving problems until I flip this problem.
No, you can.
So I could,
Yeah,
yeah?
you could do that.
And can I flip and solve problems?
No, because flipping is a rest action and solving troubles is a different sort of action.
Okay, right. Well, then I'm going to start by solving some problems here, okay? So I'm going to use two storm clouds to solve the wagon wheel. I'm going to then use a hat to solve
Yeah.
Okay.
the hat.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use a mask
To get rid of her.
to get rid of the spy.
And that's as far as you
that's
can
it.
go.
And that's as far as I can go. So I get to keep this one.
Yes, you do.
Okay. And
Sangara
then the
goes
spy
away.
goes home.
Yeah.
And they all go to the discard pile.
Do I risk it now? Do I risk it?
Yes, risk it, Justin.
Yes, risk it, Justin.
All right, fine. I'll risk it. I will move.
Oh, don't do that though.
I'll get
Your
one
health.
of these.
Okay.
So that's a mask
And
that I can deal with and a helmet.
Yeah.
So that will be my second mask.
You
but
better take care of that right away.
yeah, I can. So I have the correct card for it. So here you go, David. And if I can get one of the little tokens to mark that as resolved. And that'll be me.
Okay. So
Okay.
in my turn, since I have a long list of abilities, I get something on everything but a 4. So I will roll a die, and since
See what you get.
let's see what it gets.
A
A
one.
1.
A 1.
So I get an extra card. Fair
Are
enough.
you the only person that gets that, or does everybody get something if they have?
Just me.
Okay.
She only loves me. And as my action, I will take care of this trouble. 2 wagon cards for the claw mark, and one mask. And I should know what a mask is. And this goes away, and
Gives you extra movement.
I get the ability. So I draw an extra card, and I'm done.
Right.
And then it's
villain
the bad.
It's the villain.
There you go.
Okay, so this time the villain moves forward 2, Dave.
Okay,
He
1,
then
2.
rolls on the action die, and we get a 5.
Everybody gets activated. I do get an extra card.
Nothing for me, Lloyd.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Okay, and the army moves to point 7 and goes down 1. Okay,
Fair enough.
Lloyd, over to you.
Now, if I pushed on into 12,
You can't.
Yeah.
Because you can't go into 12 until you've solved your problems.
No, because
No,
you've
he's got a
got
flip.
he's got a flip
slipped. Oh,
trouble.
okay, yeah.
but let's just say I did, I
Yeah.
would have to get rid of all this stuff
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
So I would pretty much die.
Well,
Okay.
you want to make sure that you get there with enough cards and enough life points.
I'm going to draw 4 cards.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, in my go, if I flip, then can I rest as my second action?
Yeah.
Or?
As a rest action, you can flip 1 card and still do another thing.
Okay, so
Another
I'm gonna-
rest action.
I'm going to flip.
Okay.
Okay.
And then gain cards or health.
I'm going to gain cards.
2 cards for you. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, for myself, I'm just going to deal with the troubles I have. So, 1 for the helmet, and 2 wagon wheels for the mask. And I'll get rid of all of this, and I will keep the 5, 6, because that means on a
Okay,
3,
so
4,
let's show
5, and
that.
6,
Yeah.
now for my entire run, I will get something. So I've got a better chance on that action dice.
Okay. I am moving forward. So, can we
Let's
get
see
one
what
of
you've
those?
got. Okay, so a hat
And
and
claws.
a claws.
Okay, I will spend 2 matching symbols to cover the
claws.
claw.
Uh-huh.
And I'm happy to leave it at that. And on
The villain?
to the villain.
The villain moves forward 1.
Okay, he's getting
The
close.
spy
Comes to visit Lloyd.
comes to visit Lloyd,
Oh, no! Go away!
That's what you get for being front of the pack.
and the army moves to point 9 and gains a point of strength.
Okay.
Okay? Right, Lloydie.
Okay, so I want to try and solve some stuff. Okay?
Yep.
You have to flip. Or no, you
How
can.
do I flip this card? Do I wait until I solve this?
You have to take a rest action
Yeah.
in order to flip that.
But can I solve this first?
No,
No,
you
that's
can't.
2
you can't-
different things.
they're
If you
different
check
things.
your summary card, the actions that you can make is either advance, take a rest, which means get cards,
Alright,
heal,
that's fine.
Or solve.
So I want to take a. Can I take a rest to flip this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
yeah.
And
taking
then
a rest.
you could rest again to either gain health
No.
or cards.
Now I'm going to solve troubles.
No, you can't do that. It's just
take a rest.
You've just been told that.
Solve troubles is after you take a rest.
Yeah. You pick one of the 3 options.
Alright, okay.
So now you can either have
1
an
point.
extra point of health or take 2 cards.
You can still do
I
that.
will take a health point.
Okay.
Warren,
Right. I'm going to
I'm an eager beaver.
take
Put
a
it
health
in there.
point and take 2 cards.
there you go.
I will just take 4 cards to top myself off before I start moving again.
4, okay. I will. I will take care of this trouble here. And
Gain the ability.
get the ability of healing on a good roll. And that's it for me today. So now we move on to the bad guy.
Okay. And he is going to move forward 1. A character A changes.
Okay,
So
so
we-
now we will just shuffle the characters that we've used before.
Damn, A's gone.
Were you about to
Move
use
her
it?
away.
Yeah, so if you move her to a new discard pile, that's fine.
And let's put a new
Put a new
character
person in there,
Okay,
right?
so let's see. Who have we got?
Captain Strogoff,
Captain Strogoff.
which allows us to make extra turns, to take extra turns if we get 2 of his.
And the army stays at location 9, but it gets an extra point, so it's now up to 4. Okay.
Your go, Lloyd.
Okay. Here goes, some problem solving.
Alright.
Alright. I can't move and problem solve, can I?
No.
No. Okay, so the mask solves this problem.
Yes.
The map solves that problem.
Yes.
Yep.
The hand solves that
Yes.
problem. The claw solves
Yes.
that problem. And the storm solves
Yes!
All of them.
Yes!
Good at that.
You are now problem free, and if there's an ability you want there, you can have
You're
it.
problem free, you get an ability, and your health is good, Lloyd.
I get rid of that. She goes over there.
Yeah.
Which ability do I want? 5 or 6 gives me a plus card, or 3 or 4 gives me a plus.
Help.
I think I'll go for the health. Have I got a double up on anything? No.
Good. And you
Okay.
get rid of that
You
thing.
discard that one.
Where's that going?
Over there.
Here.
Yeah. Warren.
Right. Finally. I'm going to spend a Wagenwheel to get rid of
One
this
of them.
problem. And then I'm going to spend 2 hats, David, to get rid of that one.
Alright.
And then he slides in there.
Yeah, so you have another ability.
Okay.
Right. On my turn, I'm going to risk it and move
Uh-huh.
and lose a health. Hi, Lloyd.
Hello.
Okay, so
What do I
Justin,
get?
you got a hand and a mask.
Hand and a mask. Oof.
So nothing triggered for you.
Nothing triggered, but I want to see if I can get rid of that hand now. I can, because I have a hand. So there you
That
go,
was
David.
handy.
That was handy, wasn't it? So that'll go there.
Okay, for me, I will take 2 cards. And I will take 2 cards. Yeah, and I'm done.
And the villain,
Now, bad guy.
who is now
Okay.
going to be drawing 4 of his cards.
So the bad guy moves forward 1. Oh. He rolls the action die.
And we
A
get,
1.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Right, I get an extra health point for that.
Dave, you get a card.
I get a card.
And I get a card.
You get a card. Let's
I get none.
check. 1, 2,
Is this spent, or do I get to keep
4,
it?
You
5,
get to
6,
keep
7.
those ones.
Yeah, you get to keep that.
You can
Yeah.
keep it.
This is what I was saying earlier. Those abilities that work off the action dice, I think, are better.
Okay, and the army moves to point 10. Now, he's attacked us before, so...
We're all blinded.
We're all blinded already.
Doesn't matter.
No.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Lloyd,
In I go. I'm going in.
You're going in?
I'm going in.
you're
You've
going
got
in.
Are you sure you've got enough cards? Yeah? Okay, let's see how that
What do
happens.
you mean enough cards?
Wait, you're gonna...
That's a health
7?
point.
Yeah.
That's a health point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you will be facing 4 cards from the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen these cards. I have no idea what's in those cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not wanna do
you
this
might, you
then?
might want to wait. You might want to wait.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna rest up one more turn. One more turn. I'll
Okay,
have.
so what are you going to do?
I will have. Have I got any special abilities I can play? No. I'll have 4 cards.
4 cards right away. Yeah, that's a good idea. There you go.
Okay. I'm going to move forward. Okay.
And what do you get for your
I'm
trouble?
going to draw. I've got claws and an injured hand. I'm going to deal with the claws straight away
Yes.
to deal with that. So by spending a duplicate,
Did you pay your health to move forward?
I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it's on to me. I'm going to deal with my trouble, so I'll spend a mask, and gain this as an ability. I'll just pop it there at the side. And that'll be me.
Okay.
We're all huddling now and trying to.
We're gathering our resources for the
Prepping
final
ourselves for
play.
the final battle.
I'm gonna rest twice
We're
to
doing a
get
montage.
more health,
Okay.
and then time for the bad
The
guy
villain, yeah.
to see the first showdown with
Okay.
Lloyd.
So let's see.
before
He's
that.
going to move forward 1.
Okay, good for you.
He's going to roll the action die. So we get a 2 that time.
Okay,
That's good for me.
I get a health.
I get a
I
plus
actually
card.
get to resolve
a
a
card.
trouble, but I have none on me.
Okay.
I had a card.
Oh, wait a minute. Now I have too many cards.
I'll just
Yeah,
discard
so
one.
do I.
No, you get 8, don't you, David?
No.
Or are you on 9?
No, I'm on 8.
Yeah, but you got the increase to your hand size.
No, that
I
was in
don't.
the last game we played.
Oh, right.
So
Sorry.
I've got 1 too many, and
Decisions.
Just in this one.
Here.
Okay.
Need that. Need that.
Meanwhile, if you look here, the army moves back to 0.9 and goes down like that.
No,
So
it goes up.
It goes up.
Oh, sorry, it goes up to a 5 then.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
dear.
discard that.
Okay.
Okay, so
for
it
the
goes up to a 5.
Gonna shuffle. some
Okay.
of
Lloyd,
those
are you going to
cards.
go for it?
I'm going in.
Play the end game?
I'm going in.
Okay.
Out of my
Alright.
way, I'm going in.
Let's
Okay,
see the showdown.
Lloyd goes
I
in.
spend 1 health to get in there.
Yeah.
Right, now let's see what happens.
Okay, so now you can face the bad guy.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so you don't draw a card yet. So the first thing you gotta do is get rid of all your troubles.
Okay, so
In cards or health?
I'm going to play the map. To
Yeah.
Get rid of that. I'm going to play the hand to get rid of the hand.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's
so
fine. You managed to
Do I
get rid of that.
Do I turn this over? Just discard
You
it? Or?
discard
It's
that now.
gone. You can see again.
Yeah,
So it's
they're
here.
gone.
Lloyd?
Yeah,
there.
that's gone. So now you're ready for the final showdown.
There.
You will be. Oops, this is in the wrong place. We will be revealing these cards one by one up to 4 cards. And you have to take care of each of these
Here we go.
one at a time. Okay, so let's see about the first one.
Bring
Okay,
it.
so the first one
Oh,
is a
crap.
storm cloud.
Do you have one?
No, I don't have a storm cloud.
Okay, so now you lose 1 health point.
Can I use duplicates?
Yes, you can.
But I think I might want to keep the. Oh no, hold on. I will use a duplicate, so I'm going to use double claw.
Okay,
To get rid of storm cloud.
okay, you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
One
Okay.
gone.
One gone.
Next up.
Next,
What
You
the heck
have-
is this?
that's a
black
Tatar
dice.
attack. You roll the action die, and you need to roll equal or higher than the
Higher
Tartars.
than
Five or
a 5.
six.
Oh
yeah.
no.
If you don't, you lose an energy.
Hey, that's
Okay, good
yeah.
for you.
Okay, so that's he's matched that.
Yes,
So this one then goes away as well.
yes.
Okay.
Off it goes.
Next.
Okay.
Third card. What's that?
Lose a health.
Lose a health.
Yeah, you
So I
lose
go
1
from
health
4 to
straight
3.
away.
That's fine.
And odds are
Last
looking
card,
good for you.
Fourth card. This is looking good, Lloydie.
Come on, come on.
A mask.
Oh
Yeah.
crap.
Do you have a mask or doubles?
No, I don't have either.
Okay, you can pay 1 health point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pay the health point.
So that's good for you because you still have 1 energy point left. So that means you defeated Ivan Ogarev and you've
Winner.
won the game.
Well done, Lloydie.
Congratulations, sir.
I got my letter through.
Good. So we managed to get to Irkutsk on time before the bad guy put his plans in motion and
Yep.
we defeated him.
Sweet.
I wonder if it went this smoothly in the book.
Well,
Call that smooth.
If you want to find
For
out,
us, yes.
in the back of the rule book, this is just a prototype, but in the back of the rule book, if you're going a bit closer there for me, Justin, they tell you the synopsis of the story based on each of the locations of the board as you're traveling along.
Oh, cool.
So you can get the feel for the story.
Yep.
Right. I think the three of us are going to have a little chat about this game.
See ya.
Well, first up, thank you for joining us and sitting with us through that game. That is a pretty epic game.
It felt like a proper adventure. You felt like you had travelled a fair bloody distance.
That is your typical
Some of us-
Euro game right there.
Some of us more than others. We travelled further.
One step further.
you can Euro games tend to have lots of cards and things like that, and you'll often find they have another tracker to increase the timing and the pressure of the game. First things first, none of the three of us are familiar with the story. We're incredibly unread, so we get to review this from the perspective of it just being a game, because none of us actually know the story itself. So.
This felt like a decent adventure. You're going through all the motions of I'm having problems, I'm running into wolves, crap, there's a bear behind me, my wagon's broken, there are evil soldiers ahead of me, what do I do?
Crap, there's still a bear behind me.
Yeah. What I liked about it was that the mechanics of the game itself were very, very solid. There was very few times that we had to actually refer to the rulebook or had to question anything. The game itself seemed to run very, very smoothly. And I loved the layers of depth. I loved the different types of problem that we faced. I loved the fact that by solving problems, we unlocked other special abilities, and those special abilities would come into play. I really enjoyed the working through the track and the cards being very themed to where you were on the track, especially the mountainous cards where the bear attacks and things took place.
I'm guessing that's probably a key feature of the novel. If you know, post below.
Yeah, it was the threat of the army that was moving around, jumping around, and could land on us at any point. Actually, here was really starting to make me think twice about moving much further forward.
It acts as a barrier.
I was starting to worry about that. There's a lot of flavor and texture.
For me, it was all about risk and reward. Because you'll see, I like risking stuff all the time.
Yes.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Clearly.
Oh yeah, I absolutely want to do that.
Clearly.
And then to get those big streaks going, solved, I'm epic, yay!
Purest luck.
Yes,
No skill.
there was a big dollop of luck to that, but that's what gaming's about. I enjoyed the special characters. I thought that the special characters once again added another layer of flavor, and what it did was it meant that you had options all the time. I don't believe there was ever a turn where you didn't have to consider what you were going to do. There were no easy turns. There were no turns where you thought, oh, I can't do anything. You were always weighing up. Am I going to add life to the health tracker? Am I going to draw cards? Am I going to try and solve problems? You know, it's a really, really deep game from that perspective.
Yeah, and it had flavor from the point of view of I'm moving on. Oh, I'm exhausted. I have to solve things.
Yes,
I got to camp.
That
Make some food
encumbrance.
and get ready for the next part of the journey.
That encumbrance that they managed to build into the game was genius. I thought that gave the absolute flavor of the game, because this to me could easily have been Frodo's journey to Mordor.
Yeah, you could reskin it.
If you
like that.
reskinned that as Frodo's journey to Mordor, and these are the challenges that the Fellowship faced on their way through, and this was Sauron,
or some of them that were hunting them down.
That's working its way through. You know,
Like
you have Orc's army. It was the perfect skin for that Lord of the Rings
framework. You mean?
Yeah, sorry, it's the perfect framework for a Lord of the Rings thing. And if you took it from that perspective, you know, you just got that sense of encumbrance, that sense of this is not an easy journey. It's a journey you had to fight the whole way through, and you had to balance yourself and prepare yourself for that final assault on Mordor.
And then you had to beat your mates.
I had a blast.
Well worth a look.
Definitely. If you're into your deeper Euro games, I think this is one that is definitely worth a look. And if you know the Jules Verne novel, and it's something you're a fan of, I think you'll get a lot out of this. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Thank you for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe, and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.